Hi, my name is Rebecca and I'm an animation graduate from Norwich University of the Arts. Since graduating in May, I have been working as a freelance animator, and as of August, I've been a 2D, 3D animator working full-time for a company based in Oxfordshire called Raw Pictures. I'm just going to show you a little bit of my work, what I do each day, and what I did to kind of go down this route. So that was a little bit of my work. I'm just going to show you what I do each day. I'm going to take you through today. It's 9:30. I'm just about to start work. So I've got a couple of projects on the go, which is pretty normal, and I might swap out halfway through the day and do something else. This is my desk. This is where I work, 9:30 till 5:30. I'm going to start with just a couple of changes this morning. I've got my tablet out ready to make some new assets that they've asked me to put in, but I'll do a quick time lapse with that and then I'll move on to something else. I'm adding in an extra little scene that they've asked for just to highlight part of their script. I'm checking my emails, making sure that I'm doing the right thing, and I'm just moving layers around at this point, copying and pasting assets that I already have, and instead of creating a whole new scene, I've just lowered the opacity of the school in the background as it's still relevant to what's going on, and I've just been playing around with all of that, fixing it up, making sure it works, and I'm going to export it. I have been working from home since being employed in August. Hopefully next month my boyfriend and I will be moving down to Oxfordshire, and then when COVID allows I'll be able to work in office. At the moment, most of our communication is through WhatsApp calls, WhatsApp texts, and emails. I often get updates, throughout the day. So the producer is who I'm in contact with the most, and he'll update me of any new projects. He'll keep in touch, make sure that I'm doing okay. And more often than not, I'll be on Zoom calls as well with the clients. So I've met most of the people that we work for, which has been lovely, and honestly it's quite nice to talk to the clients, to have a break from being on my own, working from home. I would like to move into office and hopefully I'll be doing that next month. I recently did a project for a company called Green Retreats. They're a garden rooms company and I really liked working on this project. I'll show you the outcome of this video in a second. I'm just going to show you a quick time lapse of what I was doing in terms of making changes. We usually give our clients 2 rounds of changes, that's pretty standard, so I think this was the second round at this point, and they just wanted some extra assets to kind of bulk out their scenes and make things a little bit more interesting. I then took these assets and took them into the After Effects file. I was reading through the feedback, filling in anything else that they wanted changing, and just making sure that I'd covered absolutely everything that they asked for. Normally it's pretty handy, they'll give you timestamps and ask for really specific things. They were a great client to work for and it was a really, really fun thing to do.
From your home? That'll be cold in winter, won't it? Well, no, that's not true either. Quality garden rooms like ours are built using premium and sustainable materials, leaving you with a building that's comfortable all year round, no matter the weather. So you need extra space, and you like the idea of a garden room, but what can you use them for? Well, turns out almost anything. You might have your ideas already, but if you don't, why not consider a home office, a teen den, a home gym, a games room, a home cinema, a garden bar, a home studio. The choice is yours.
And then here's a quick example of another scene that I really enjoyed working on. I obviously referenced Google for this, and what I wanted it to do was to load in as a Google page actually would. So I created all these separate elements. I used photos from earlier in the animation to kind of make it more stylized. I made a little map and I just kind of made it so that when I brought it in, it would be as clean as possible, as well as matching the style that I'd already made.
Green Retreats have been around since 2005 and are the UK's largest and most trusted supplier. Here's why. You'll have access to your own expert account manager to help you through the process.
It is the end of the day, which means that I am going to stop for dinner. However, I have freelance work to do this evening. Either that or I'll get up early tomorrow morning. I did do some freelance bits last night. I've still got some stuff to do over the weekend, but luckily that's for Monday. I just wanted to quickly mention how I got the work and what I did in my final year of uni. So for the first 2 years of uni, I was really into 3D and I hadn't really used After Effects before. So as well as the uni work, I ended up doing lots of my own little projects. I did originally have a virtual reality project that I was directing, but due to COVID hitting in March, we really stopped going into uni in February, and it didn't make any sense for me to really push that forward as we didn't have access to a lot of the equipment, even software that we were using. I therefore really wanted to get a strong portfolio in After Effects, which was what I was using for my other film. And I was learning this all new in the last year, and I was really glad that I did. I created this portfolio, I had a showreel, and I just emailed so many people. Only 3 people got back to me. I'm not sure how many I applied to, probably about 30, and this was in May. And one of the people replied back to me on the day, and that's who I'm working for now. And it's also who gave me a lot of that freelance work to begin with. How it happened was I just sent them an email. They weren't necessarily looking for employees. On their website they had a tiny bit of animation, but most of their stuff was live action. But I kind of hoped for the best anyway, and they ended up telling me that they were actually looking for an animator. I'll be really sad to leave Norwich, and I really enjoyed my time at university. So I wanted to end this video by saying that I hope you're all doing okay considering COVID and everything that's going on right now. And if you are interested in seeing more of my work, I'll put my Instagram, etc. at the end.